Me partnering with integrity means I'm here to stay. As in, I love this industry. I'm more excited about it than I have ever been. As a matter of fact, I am like the tail number on my jet. I'm in 24/7. Are you?
All got the same amount of time, and it's going to take a time, and it depends on how we use our time. But what do you got your mind set on? What do you got your mind set on? I love what Ray said earlier, and that's why Mike had her say it, because it's what you got your mind set on is what you're going to get. And she's got her mind set on agency manager by the end of November. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take money, and it's going to take patience. And Mike, I love that I have an opportunity to be a partner with $1 billion company. I said it at the agency managers meeting in Tampa. I was glad to hear your wife repeat what I had said at one of these meetings, I think at TWC about a month back, because it resonated. And it is something that's major, and all of us have an opportunity to grab it.
World, watch. You're going to see something you ain't never seen before. It's about ready to see what the Alliance can do, baby.
Alaska, baby. The last great frontier. Maybe, I don't know. Alaska. It's cold up there, so I got my jacket on, and they got ice glaciers. We're going to cruise Alaska. It's not just a cruise, it's a journey. The ovation of the seas. We are going cruising. And where are we going while we're cruising in Alaska? Juneau. Yes, I know, it's Juneau. It is the largest capital in the United States of America. You're gonna see orcas, you're gonna see humpback whales, you're gonna see them sea dogs, you're gonna see the sea sails, you're gonna see everything up in Juneau, because Juneau. Have you ever been dog sledding? You get on the back of the sled. Or you're down like this right here. You like this right here. There's a country song that says, if I never get to see the Northern Lights. I bet you go on this cruise, you're gonna get to see the Northern Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Activity Call Live. Brought to you today in beautiful Dallas, Texas. Now, let's hear our special guest host and integrity partner, Paul Roberts.
All right. Let's have some fun this morning. I'm excited. I've been thinking about this, tossing and turning all night thinking about this. There's a message I can't wait to share with you today with these incredible people. I've got some phenomenal warriors and warriorettes on the phone with me today. And I'm excited to share the positive news of building depth and building super massive hierarchies and having massive influence in people's lives and living life like God intended you to live. And I really just want to kind of jump in that, but I'm going to hit some activity numbers for some people on here that would kill me if I didn't say their name. They're like, this is my week, or I'm there every week. Don't leave me out, or whatever it may be. So we're going to go over some total production issue paid. We're going to do the top 13. I like that. 13 is my favorite number. And it just happens to be two of my favorite people, Jeff and Kelly Turner. $11,025 total issue paid this week. Congratulations. Jerry and Cassie Burbage, $12,100. Oh, I'm way ahead of Tia. I'm so sorry. Hey, Tia, I'm going to go ahead and do leaderboards. My bad. Thank you. 12,148. Jeremy and Amy Patton, 12,384. Marcus and Carla Richardson, 12,635. Tim Tipton, $14,047. Dee Dee Mayer, $14,068. This is total production IP. That means issue paid, right?
That's right.
All right, just making sure. In 1 week.
1 week.
Man, when I started, that'd be a month. I'd be happy for that with a month. Maybe even a quarter. Fitz would probably say, that's a quarter. Shut up. All right. Tim Tipton, Dee Dee Mayer, Lenorius Washington, 15,307. Like all these people going to breakfast with me if they're part of our group. Megan Wood, 20,288. Number 5, Stephanie Rodriguez, 25,045. Number 4, hey man. Number 4, Eric Fuller, 28,713. We had his fiance in the studio with us Wednesday. Incredible couple, dynamic couple, dynamic. I mean, just outstanding just to sit around and talk to them and hear them talk about life. And they are what I'm going to talk about today. But let's move on. Stephen Bowery, $50,000 issue paid in 1 week, dear Lord. Danny Ivy, part of G-Shock team, $50,000 issue paid in 1 week. Okay, I've got to learn how to say this name. Solis. Beautiful name, Solace. 57,200 issue paid in 1 week. Dear Lord. I need to take a nap after them numbers. I got something I want to tell you, so I'm not going to take a nap. All right. Total annuity sales issue paid coming at number 12 is Eric and Bobby Belair, $11,011. Coming at number 11, Shirley Bays, $13,000. Next up, Clinton Meyer on the great, awesome Jeff and Kelly Turner team, $16,000. Brian and Christine Rojas, $56,397. Hello. Dr. Phil Abear's up in here. Whoa! Dr. Phil comes in at 8 with 71,783 in issue paid annuity business. Coming at number 7, Marcus and Carla Richardson, 78,547. Coming at number 6 is Jeremy Patton with 100,000. I just saw that get issue yesterday. That was kind of fun. Jerry and Cassie Burbage, $100,000 issue paid. Dee Dee Mayer, 140,683. These are some incredible annuities. I remember when we first started doing the annuity leaderboard, like I'm sure it was painful for Andy because Andy had to read the numbers like, are they really this small? Oh my God, but let's act like they're big. So he would get on and act like they were big, and he does a great job with that. But dude, because we acted like they was big, I'm going to talk about that today as if. Because we acted like they was big, guess what? They're getting really massive. Stephanie Rodriguez, annuity production. Not if she doesn't write enough life business already. Dear Lord, Stephanie. 236,000 issue paid in annuities. Eric Fuller, 287,132. They've been with us 3 months. 3rd month in the business. Don't know how to spell annuity. Don't know how to spell life insurance. And you heard Jen on here Wednesday. She said their paycheck, the very first month they were in the business, they got about $2,000. The second month, they got $5,000. And the third month, with only 4 days into August, they've already gotten $15,000. They do this part-time. They have 7 children, 287,132. Warm market.
Incredible.
Yeah. Boom, yeah. Stephen Bowery, you knocked it out of the park, young man. All the way from Hawaii. 500,000 total annuity sales issue paid. All right, total sales submitted. Number 12, Robert Wilson, 9,583. Jake and Varay Joseph, 9,910. Mike and Michelle Alleman, $10,036. You'd be going to breakfast with me. Mark Hutchison be going to breakfast with us, $10,911. Lenoris Washington, $11,016. Joseph 2, $11,316. Debbie Ben, $11,825. Nancy Sawyer, $12,000. Nancy Sawyer, that's Steve May Moranis' team. Dear Lord, we going to breakfast. I got to fly to Boston to go to breakfast. $12,000 submitted this week. Eric and Bobby Belair, $12,498. Kyle and Janina Wilson, $13,380 in submitted business. Total sales submitted business this week. Thomas Murphy, $14,778. And coming in number 1, Megan Wood, $30,023. So she'd go to breakfast with us. Then we'd have to go shoot guns with her. Then we'd have to go to Top Golf with her because she did 3 times. That's a triple. That's a triple header right there. All right, CVS production. I'm hearing some great things about this CVS stuff. It's fun to watch the partnerships that we have with these new insurance carriers. It's fun to watch you guys jump on board when we say, hey, write CVS, write this, and people just do it. I love people like that. Crystal D. Oh, this is issue paid. CVS production issue paid, $2,232. Angela W., $2,430. And Dan G., $3,123 in total AP issue paid with just CVS. Top recruiters, Mike and Noel Leventovich, George Andershock both have 1. I know how to say her name. I've said it before. Bummer. Jennifer, I love you. I can't say your name. I apologize, but I love you for this reason. You're helping grow the entire family, and you brought 2 people in this week, and I will learn how to say your name. Eric Fuller also brought in 2. Sheldon also brought in 2. Joseph 2 also brought in 2. Jeremy and Amy Patton also brought in 2. Andy Riddle also brought in 2. Diane Lampy also brought in 2. Terry and Tia Edwards also brought in 2. Up to number 3 recruits. Kyle and Janina Wilson brought in 3, and Olga and Jason Mathis brought in 3. That's a heck of a deal for Olga and Jason, because that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 depth. Oh, there's Riddle. So 3, 6, 7. I'm getting way out of my league trying to add this stuff up. Well, I don't know where I was. Why did you not stop me? You know who I am.
I thought
You
you
should,
had it.
no,
You was
you no, no. All right. Total expense sales submitted. And I'm gonna stop after this. We got a lot of leaderboards, and I got a lot I want to talk about. Ari, I'm gonna do this last one. I'm sorry, I messed you up completely. Sorry, Tia. I'm gonna do.
No, you're good. Mine only goes to recruiters, so you can read those off.
Well, no, we're gonna stop then. Let's do this.
There you go.
Let's do this. Thank you, Tia. And by the way, Tia, thank you for everything your entire team did this last weekend in Burlington, North Carolina. Top notch, all the way from AMP Studios to everybody that fed us. It was cool, man. Like Latoya, who does my appointment, she's like, feed me. She goes, "Hey, Paul, how you doing?" I looked up. I said, "Oh, Latoya, I got to get a picture with you." So thank you, everybody back at headquarters. Y'all did an incredible job this last weekend. We love you for it. We know it's hard work, and we appreciate it. So let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. I need my iPad to work. You're watching this happen, right? Okay. We have the ability to build a crazy structure like nobody's business. Andy has simplified it for us. It's clarified. We can proudly talk to the person at Starbucks. Just need 2 organizations to go all the way to council's chairman, council's board member. I think I said that correctly. All the way to the top.
That's right.
All the way to partner. Okay. If you would, I said this on Wednesday, I'll say it again. Draw out 12 deep, 2, 2, 2 with each person bringing 2. You can't do it on one piece of paper. My man Tyler Bott said, "I'm going to do it on a dry erase board." He was going to show me he could do it. And then he's like, you can't do it on a dry erase board either. Too many. However, we can bring in that many. Guys, I've seen other organizations out there, not in the insurance world, the vitamin world. What would we learn yesterday? The solar panel world, the energy world, whatever. Give me another one.
Energy, the
Soap,
yes,
electricity, vitamins, and all great companies. Not knocking any of them. If you knock them, please understand they get about 25,000 people at their conventions. So do not knock them. But I will say this: our industry is better. There's more money here. It's not cyclical. You can make money during a depression. You can make money during a recession, and you can make money during a virus. We are living proof of that. Not knocking any. I'm not knocking Amway. Don't pick on Amway. Them fools bought some islands. Okay. But I believe in my heart, and I hope you believe this. I hope you believe this, that we have the best industry. And if you do that, you can build something crazy. And I look at people that grow. I look at people that have influence in people's lives. And there's one characteristic that they all have. It's gratitude. It's gratitude. Gratitude, by the way, is not when everything goes your way. That's easy. Gratitude is when something doesn't go your way. You do the best to dust yourself off and smile and find something grateful for it. The people that excel around me that I have seen all have this thing called gratitude. I'm very grateful for the changes that were made. I'm very grateful that I drove myself to work this morning. I'm very grateful that I was able to get out of the car by myself, unlock the door, and walk into my office. I've been flying to Asheville, North Carolina, and hanging out with my 96-year-old grandfather who can't do any of those things right now. And it drives him nuts because his brain is functioning completely. And he looks at me, he goes, "My brain knows what to do, but my body won't go with it." And it's just driving him insane. So I'm grateful that I live in America. I'm grateful for the friends I have. I'm grateful for the challenges that I have fought through. If you can just find a way constantly to remind yourself to be grateful of things. Like you see it all the time. Some people come into our sales meeting and they're grateful that we have a meeting. And then we have others that look like it's a chore.
Yeah.
And they won't get as much from the teaching. They won't hear the things that Dr. Phil's teaching. They won't hear the things that Kelly's teaching, right? Gratitude. And that's why I've picked these people today, because I know with their gratitude, they can all go 12 deep. That's thousands and thousands of people on their team if each get two. Okay. And I know what they look for is they look for the best in people. Some people build depth and look for what's wrong. And they point out what's wrong. And they wonder why they have no influence. They inspire nobody. Nobody's following them. Go build depth and look for what's right. It's easy to find what's wrong. There's something wrong with all of us. I recently had someone come to my office and there's a little gossip coming on and all this. And I looked at this person. I said, would you like us to put you under the spotlight and go through all your stuff? And this person said, oh, God, no. Because I know what's going on in this person's life. God, no. I said, okay, let's find out what's right. Let's search for what is great. I'm not saying be oblivious to the weeds in the garden. I'm not saying being oblivious to the cancer. But what I am saying is point out what is right. I remember Andy used to always say, please quit coming to me with your people and telling me everything good about them and then finishing up with why they're screwed up or why they got this flaw or why they got that flaw or why they got this flaw. He'd be like, first, I'm going to figure it out. I don't need your help. But for the love of God, can we find out what's right with them? Because we're all different. We're all so different. I'm going to go ahead and read this. I was going to read this at the end, but I'm going to read it now. You can develop a healthy, robust community that lives right with God and enjoy its results only if you do the hard work of getting along with each other and treating each other with dignity and honor. I like that. The hard work of getting along. Guess what? It's hard work because we're all different, right?
Right.
We're all different. Every one of us is different. And we're going to do things a little different. Like my wife and I are different, but I beg any of you to say that I've ever said anything horrible about my wife, demeaned her, called her the B word, complained about her. I beg any of you to come to me with that information. Tell me you can't do it. I don't. Tim Goad says you will create what you speak. Therefore, I don't pick out all her flaws. Now we joke and play and talk about our differences, but she's in the room when I do it. She's in the room when I do it. And then she jokes and plays with me and says, no, I'm the one that chased her. And I said, no, you chased me. You've heard that
Yes.
a bunch of times. But you tell me of a time when I spoke horrible about my wife. Tell me. You can't find it. I don't do it. I'm not going to do it. There's no need to do it. It ain't cool. It ain't macho. I want the best marriage possible. So therefore, that doesn't mean we don't fight. But I don't take my fights to other people. We argue and I win. I'm just kidding. Around here, they always say, we're going to call Tamara.
Yeah. Stop it.
Because you don't win any of them. We've watched. So please take that to heart in that I need you to do the same with everybody around you. You're more attractable. People want to be around you and it works. So let's get to talking to Trina Noel first. Absolutely love this woman. I love the, what's the word I'm looking for when you take ownership of problems and challenges, and what's the word am I looking for, Dr. Phil? She self responsibility. She takes responsibility of where I am today is because who I am today and the things I've done, the things I think of, my thoughts, everything. So I got to work on myself to get better. And it's been an absolute blessing over the last, I don't know, 8 months, 9 months, watching, maybe longer than that, a year, watching her fight to change things, to smile more, to love more. And it's been fun to watch the changes that she has set out to make. And I have no doubt with the changes that she's made. And now, like, 2 people, like, she goes, I forget what you said to me the other day.
I'm quitting my job.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was.
I'm done.
Tell me about that.
Yes. I called and when I first heard it, and I was like, no way. There's no way. And you're texting. I'm like, this is for real? 2 people.
Yeah. And
all the way up to the top. And this is not a 90-day run. It's just the way it is, 2 people. He's like, yeah, I'm quitting my job. Doing a cash out refi on my house. And that's it. I'm done.
I said, please, let's don't do that. I promise you can get rich without doing that. I know you can get rich without doing that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But we came up with a game plan.
Yeah.
So I'm working that game plan. But I was just excited. I was fired up. I'm just dreaming again. It's like it released the brakes, and I can build a business here. I can get 2 people and I get them to get 2 people, and it's simple. It's simple. It's clear.
Yeah. What I love about it is the dreaming. People are dreaming. People are dreaming in, and that just fires me up. I like Trina's picturing herself, on stage with that microphone, Andy giving you that ring, reading that script that he reads and brings tears to my eyes every time. And you're seeing that now.
Yes, I am.
And she's smiling. Oh, and she went through, Mike and Karen, y'all need to do this. Well, Karen's going to be a little harder for you. But Mike, she went through all of her inactive agents. She didn't email them and text them. She called them. And you got one back.
Yes.
Which got another person back.
Yeah.
This person was here and this person was here. So this person said, yeah, I'm coming back. We just had to call this person, say, hey, this person's come back. Hey, I'm coming back.
Yep.
Right. And it's like, that's dreaming. You know what I'm saying? That's like, hey, I got a big dream. Let's go. Let's make this thing happen. And again, now she's got to go get another one. And I'm asking everybody that's been with me for a while, and let's say you have 1 leg, 2 legs, go out and I need you to start with 2 fresh. Let's start with 2, now some of you got some crazy strong 2, and that's cool. Get you 2 more. Let's just start from the beginning. Get you 2 more, get you a little safety up in there. If you're brand new, just get you 2 more, or just get you 2. Okay. So dreaming again, what else do you want to add to what's going on in Trina's world?
Just as hard as it's been, difficult as it's been, but taking responsibility for my life, for the way I talk to myself, for the decisions I've made, and just starting where I was and just working whatever I needed to do to get better. And coming here, I mean, it's been the best decision I've ever made in my life. Having, like I was telling you before, just having a safe place to come to I'm so grateful for that. I didn't have to go out and search and hunt and find support groups or, things like that to help me overcome the depression and, and everything else. I can come here. And Lindar is just an absolute nutcase. She's always going to make you laugh. It's no matter what type of mood you're in. You get here long enough, Lindar Cook is going to make you laugh. And you're going to forget about whatever was on your mind, when you came in. If you come in with an open heart, come in with a grateful spirit. And Tatiana's dancing, and it's such a fun environment. And Tori, I call her a walker talker. Like she's talking, she's walking. So she's just all over the she's all over the office, all over the place. But it's just it's a fun group. I love being here. I love having a place where I can come and just take a deep breath and know this is a safe place. I don't have to worry about anybody putting me down. I don't have to just, worry about, there's no, why are you not on the leaderboard? There's no, it's just all lifting me up. Yeah. Every time I come in here, I get lifted up. I get lifted up. I get lifted up. So I love being part of this Rockstar family. I love that you built this for us so we can grow and we can heal and we can, do whatever we need to do to be successful. Yeah. Whatever that is. Because honestly, when you went partner, I really thought we wasn't going to see you for a while. But you're still here. Like you're still first one here. You're still last one to leave. Yeah. And that's pretty incredible for you to, do that, for you to go partner. That's an incredible accomplishment. And there's nothing's changed. Yeah. And that stability that I can't live without it now is really the only stable thing I have in my life. So I come here for that because I know it's going to be here. I can depend on it. And it's helped me grow more than anything. It's helped my son grow. Yeah. Because now he likes hanging around. Yeah. I'm not, on the leaderboards or anything, but you're still inviting me to my house, to your house. Yeah. And you're making pancakes for Jaden, and he's just sitting there just eating. Like, did you at least say thank you?
He's a teenager. It's all good.
But yeah, that's what's going on in my life. It's just growing and it's getting better, but still setting goals. I was proud of myself Wednesday. It was the first time probably in a couple of years that I set a goal of setting 20 appointments. I hadn't done that in a while. Yeah. But you've never came to me and said, why isn't your goal 20? That it never happened. You've just letting me grow and figure out my own way in my own time. Yeah. So I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you. Also, it's kind of knowing your people. She was going through a season. It wouldn't have done me no good to yell and scream at her. She'd have left. And that's why so many people can't build depth, is you eliminate someone because they ain't doing what you want them to do. Go find somebody else and leave that freaking person alone. Go find somebody else. Leave that person alone. Because I want her in my life for a long time. And everybody in my business is going to go through a season. They're going to go through a season. Not a good season. And it's up to me to make a decision. Am I going to leave that person alone, or am I going to hound that person? Because all my growth depends on that one person. It doesn't. I'm going to find more people. Right? That's why, and I hear people say like, well, I wish so-and-so was direct to me because so-and-so ain't doing nothing. That person is direct to you. Will you stop it? Can you act like they're direct to you? And can you still treat this person with dignity and honor? Thank you, James Austin. He gave me the Bible quote. I didn't even say the Bible quote. He gave it to me. Treat this person with dignity and honor. I have so many cases like that. In fact, the guy that brought me Dr. Phil, I texted him immediately when this tooth thing came out. And I said, bro, you have a shot again. You have a chance again. And guess what? Because I've not been mean to him, because I've not yelled at him and screamed at him, because he's going through a season, he brought people to my office this week. That Nani girl's his person. Nice. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You can't build depth when you keep cutting one person out. I don't know why I can't build depth. Because you keep dishonoring this person and kick them out. Keep them around for a while. She's still writing life insurance. She's still positive. Now, if she's negative, and she's that weed in the garden. Yeah, I get it. Then you do something. But she ain't ever been that person. She's the person that comes, helps us put out the chairs, make sure the lights are off, all that stuff. Quit getting rid of people just because they ain't doing what you want them to do. Go find somebody else. I've said this for years now. Take the pressure off of them, put the pressure on you. Go find somebody else. Quit picking. Love them, honor them, because you want them in your life. Well, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. They're not like Phil. We're all different, man. We're all different. You and I voted differently in this last election.
Yeah.
And if you did anything mean to her, I'd kill you. And we vote differently. How's that? You with me? I don't think we vote differently all the time.
I don't know. It depends. We have to talk.
I'm working on Jaden.
You wasn't gonna get Jaden this last time.
But the point is this. I promise you, Trina's going to turn it on. She's going through stuff. She's going through a season. She's told me about it. I get to know who she is. Now, if I don't know those things, then that's a problem. That's my fault. But you got to know where your people are. Meet them where they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife's not perfect 24/7. I am, but she's not. I'm just kidding.
Call her Tamara. Text her. Yeah.
But I love my wife. If I were to find anything to talk about my wife, it would always be positive. I'm constantly looking for what's great with her. She's the coolest chick in the world, man. I mean, I don't have a wife. She's my friend. She's my buddy. We laugh. You see what I'm saying? And therefore, the marriage will stay strong. This marriage will stay strong because I'm always trying to find what's right with her. Her nickname's Smiley. Guess what? We call her Smiley when she's going through a season when she can't smile. Then you can build thousands of people. And when she turns it on, she's still going to be on my team. Y'all with me? All right. God bless you.
Thank you, Paul. Love you.
Oh, thank you. All right. Let's go to Karen because she's got to leave soon. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Phil. Karen Chan, you are grateful. You are so loving and compassionate. Every time I come to Laredo, I come to Laredo just because you make me feel great. You give me a gift. You give me this. You give me that. And you're just excited to be here. You say, Mr. Paul, Mr. Andy, I can't wait to meet Mr. Andy. What is it that keeps you so positive about building a super massive hierarchy here with the Alliance? You got to unmute yourself.
Hi. Well, I think in my experience, I think it's easier to attract people than chase people. So I every day work in myself to be the best version of me, so I can be an example for other people. And when you work in yourself first, more than just like you say, look the wrong things about other people. When you become the best version of you, I think people will follow you. People want to be with people with good attitude, with positive people. So I think that helped me to recruit people. I like to always be honest. When I'm recruiting, I always open my heart and follow them. I teach them, I show them that there is another way to make up, not just a living, but to get like a financial freedom. And I think Alliance is like a vehicle, I don't know how to say it, but to achieve more in life, just to make a living, like, I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
we love you, Karen. Your energy is always very contagious. I wrote down what you said: attract people instead of chase people. Dear Lord, thank you. Attract people. I mean, we can hang up right there.
Yeah.
We might mess this whole thing up. We should hang up when she's got to hang up. She's got to hang up, by the way, because she's got to go get her kid. She's a single mom. She does this part-time. Next week, I'm doing an event. She's got 40 people coming to it. She does this part-time, right? It's because she attracts people instead of chasing people. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing your heart with us. Is there anything you want to wrap up with?
just I know most of us have like many issues in our life. I want to tell other people that just keep fighting. I think sometimes it's not easier, but if we follow the system, and now with the 2 leg, I'm excited because I have a many leg, and I know I can focus on only 2 and get to agency manager, and I'm excited for that. Very excited. And my goal is in October, maybe September, October, to do the 25,000 and get to the agency manager.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Karen. Thank you for all your energy that you bring to our team and the energy that you bring to Laredo. You are definitely a blessing. My wife thinks you're, I mean, everybody that meets her just like excited. It's because she attracts people. She don't chase people. That's strong. All right. Thank you, Karen. And you will be agency manager in the next 2 months. I have no doubt. She's going to hit the numbers, right? Yeah, for sure. That's exciting. God, it's exciting. I'm going to be seeing you in a couple of weeks, and then I'm coming back down again and having lunch and breakfast or whatever with your team. I love going to lunch and breakfast with a girl from China, and the entire table speaks Spanish. It's very odd. Very odd. And she grew up in Panama, so she speaks complete Spanish, but she's from China.
Wow.
And then you go eat breakfast with them, lunch with them, and they leave me out. They do not care that I do not speak Spanish. They just roll with it. The waiter, the waitress, whatever, they have to order for me. Yeah, it's pretty good. I just sit there. I said, I'm just here to pay the bill. It's fun, man. God, what a life we get to live, man. What a life we get to live. I get to meet a cool person like Karen. I mean, who'd have thought? Born in China, grew up in Panama, speaks perfect Spanish. She's not real big on English. She says she doesn't like it. She says, don't ask me a lot of questions. I don't want to.
Ask me in Spanish. I will talk for 3 days.
Yeah. I've seen you. They do talk. I'm like, man, I never heard you talk this much at breakfast. You know, she goes on, but just what a cool life we get to live. You know, and again, me and Karen are different. You know, different upbringings, different everything. You know, the sacrifices she's had to make just to get to America. And then she picked Laredo. That's just very odd. You know, it's just strange of all the places how she showed up in Laredo. And blessed this entire organization because we spoke that we were going to take over the border towns. I mean, we spoke that we wanted to have people in all the border towns. And I think we spoke that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
All right, Mr. Williams, another person. Oh my gosh. I'll say this. If anybody had a right to complain for a couple of years, it would definitely be Mike and Carrie Williams, but they did not. They did not complain. If, you know, people come to me and say, I can't grow because of this, I'm thinking, go talk to Mike and Carrie Williams and see if they feel sorry for you. If they feel sorry for you, then maybe I'll listen. But the stuff they've been through to get to this point, and here's why. Me and Dr. Phil were talking about it yesterday. We went for a drive yesterday, Phil and I. Where did we go? Oh, we went to go eat. And I said, and we both said, here's why they were able to put up with tough seasons in their life. Gratitude. Mike is grateful all the time. Now I'm saying that and he's thinking, no, I'm not. And I got it, but you do a great job of showing your gratitude, and your team's going to explode and is exploding because of that. So Mike, talk to us about getting 2 people. You don't have AM on your mind. You like calling me, talking about RMDM, and you actually said, hey, if it started in July, I would be XYZ. What was it that you'd be in July?
We would be district manager.
District manager. All right. Rock on, dude. Rock on. And Mike and Carrie Williams come from the state of Ohio, OH. All right. And so tell us a little bit about, you know, your dreaming. I mean, I've never gotten so many text messages from you, phone calls from you since we left convention. Tell us a little bit about what's going on inside your heart, inside your head right now. Well,
Thank you, Paul. And we just feel blessed of where we're at, and we're thankful for what Andy and Jane and you and Tamara have brought to us in our business. And it's being grateful for the system that, it's not always easy, but it's we have that opportunity, with the examples you have both set for partnership. I mean, what a legacy we can set for our families with partnership. And, there's nowhere else in the insurance industry this exists. This is crazy, and I've been around the industry for a while, maybe not always in life insurance, but it's huge. It's huge. And what we have in the system and all the aspects and the stuff getting, well, we say gooder and gooder, right? Not better and better, but gooder and gooder. I mean, it's just, we're coming off of, I really think, for me, and I think Carrie would agree with this, is we're coming off family reunion with just new energy, and the energy from that family reunion, the excitement, with all that, the new levels and the 2 legs. Terry said it well, on stage, Terry, 2 legs, 2 legs. So it was, great. And so we got the opportunity for our team as part-timers to be ring bearers, to be agency managers, part-timers.
Yeah.
Nowhere else does that exist. And it's all because of the system, in what we have, and just not giving up. It doesn't mean it's always going to be easy, but it's simple, but we got to keep fighting and keep working. So,
yeah, it is a great system, but the system is worthless if we don't bring the heart. We don't bring the dreaming. We don't dream again. I've been here lately for whatever reason, looking at the new Cadillac CSV. It's got the big engine in it. It's got more horsepower than my bet, for crying out loud. It's red with black interior. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Like I need another car with red and black interior. I've already got one, but I'm just like, I don't know where that came from, other than just, I feel that everybody in this organization is dreaming again.
Mm-hmm.
To hear your dreams, Mike, it changes me, to know that you've got these big, crazy dreams, and Carrie too, and your team, what's going on there. And I've challenged Mike and Carrie, and I said, hey, I'm going to do this thing called the Freedom Tour 100. And in the Freedom Tour 100, I'm going to travel to certain cities that believe they can get 100 people in their city. And no help from anybody else. I'm done with, well, I'll bring 2, and this organization will bring 2, and that organization will bring 2. I love that. That's fine. But when it does happen, it's, I'm not going to bring my 2 this week because that organization will bring that. And all of a sudden, 0 people are there. No,
right.
I want all the onus put on Mike and Carrie Williams, or whoever wants to take that challenge. I didn't say they had to take the challenge. And they said, Paul, we will get 100 people in Cleveland, Ohio, October the 13th. I said, cool. I don't believe they say that if we don't have this 2-leg thing. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But I think everybody in our organization is dreaming on a whole new level. Karen, if you got to go, you can go. Don't worry about it. Okay. I believe all of us are. It's like texting that gentleman that brought me Dr. Phil.
Mm-hmm.
It was when I texted Trina and said, oh my gosh, girl. Like, I cried when I thought about Trina and what she can do here. We're all dreaming. And thank you, Mike, for the years of gratitude when you didn't have a reason to be grateful on some levels. Okay. Thank you for staying positive. Thank you, both you and Carrie. And I can't wait what's up for you guys, man. You got Steve Mamoritas on your team. Another gentleman that said, he didn't say he could give me 100. He said he could bring me 200 to the New England area.
That's right.
Yeah. And Steve's so daggum confident, I believe him. Usually I'm like, 50, 45. But like, I'm starting to think 200 people are going to show up. Man. I mean, every time I talk to him, Paul, I will get 200. Me and my recruiter will get 200. I said,
and I made us think, okay, if he's getting 200, then I better get a bigger space here in Cleveland because I'm going to have to get more than 100.
The Freedom Tour 200. We just changed it. All because Steve has a lot of confidence. And, and you got that going, and the way that y'all are helping your team, the way that you're diving down and helping the team and answering their phone calls and cheering them on and believing in them. And really the way that, like I said before, you're not judging, and you've kept wonderful people like Bridget on your team. She's got a full-time job. She's got stress in her life, but you've kept her there. You've reached out, told her you love her. You've reached out, said hello. And she stayed here. And now she's like, oh dear Lord, I can get two.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah. She feels like she can be the ring holder too.
Yeah. A ring holder. I like the way you're saying that. That's got a little, I can be a ring holder. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's cool. I want you to be a ring holder. My name is Paul Roberts and I'm a ring holder.
Woo.
I love it.
I like that, ring holder. Okay. So again, everybody listen, you get two. Be nice and sweet to them. Well, this one's not as strong as Jeremy. This one's not as much fun as Jenny. Why are you comparing? Why are you judging?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like be excited that you got two, and then just get them to get two. Right?
Right.
And help them get two.
Right.
Don't say go get me two. Like we got Chad out in Pensacola, and he gave me a list already. He was at convention. He gave me a list already. He's direct to Bubba. Bubba goes, do you want to call it? I said, I would love to call it. I would be honored to call it. I would be honored to help this young man. You see what I'm saying? It ain't a chore. It ain't something I got to put on my schedule. I'm honored. I mean, I put it on my schedule, but you know what I mean? It's not a task in my life. Okay. I'm honored. I'm honored to help this young man out. I've known him since I think he was 12, maybe 13 years old. Yeah. Honored. Yeah. Let me call him. Could have said, he's your team. You call him. But no, man, I love Bubba. Went to high school with Bubba. I know the battles that Bubba has won. I know the challenges that he's overcome. I'm going to help Bubba. Right. And so Mike and Carrie, y'all do the same thing. Just keep calling. Hey, get me involved, please, for the love of God. Right. I'd be honored to call. Hey, so-and-so's got two. All right, let me call him. Let me talk to him. Let me build you up.
We have the awesome app, too, at the Rapid Funnel. What has that done to help accelerate the growth, So now here's a tool that's customized for our business.
Yeah.
It's just teaching our people how to use it. So.
Oh, boy. You're going to get me off on something. I want to keep talking. But I do want to talk about Rapid Funnel now, but I'm going to hold off. But yeah, thank you, Mike. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your gratitude. Thanks for your smile. Thanks for believing in your dreams. Thanks for believing in bigger and better dreams. And we need more people like you. Okay.
Well, thank you. And thank Andy for just what we have. So
awesome.
Love you guys.
Love you. All right. Going to bring up the Dr. Phil, another person that's been grateful ever since he got here. He's never told me he can't do this or he can't do that. If I say, hey, can you do this? He says, yes. He doesn't ask. One of the very first times we met, I said, hey, I want to go to McAllen, Texas. And he says, I got somebody in McAllen. I said, cool.
He said, first one who gets to McAllen's a millionaire.
Yeah.
And I said, really?
Yeah. I said, first one that gets to McAllen's a millionaire. And he really said, really, and went with it. There's been so many people that have critiqued me on that. Well, why McAllen? Do you know the population of McAllen? How many leads you got in McAllen? Like, he didn't ask any of those things. And so I didn't know what was going on in his life at the time. He had just started. And I said, meet me in McAllen next Friday. He said, cool. I got there. He showed up. I think it was when we were leaving. I said, where's your car? Oh, well, yeah, we went out. I said, where's your car? He said, I'm with George. George is driving me around. I said, well, where's your car? He goes, I don't have a car down here. I said, oh, you flew. I said, what flight do you fly back on? Maybe we're on the same flight. We can fly back together.
Greyhound Airlines.
And he said, I took a bus. I mean, I want to cry right there. I'm like, really? What do you mean? He goes, well, I got stuff going on in my life. You told me to be here, so I'm here.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know the state of Texas, that is a 10-hour drive if you're driving in your own car. If you're cruising in your own car and you stop at Buc-ee's, which takes 30 minutes. Otherwise, you could probably do it in 9 hours. how long does it take by Greyhound bus picking up prisoners?
Well, I think it was a 13-hour drive because you go from here, then you stop like in the Waco area, then you make another stop to pick up the inmates, then another stop to drop off the inmates. I remember one stop where we went into this rest area, and like several people had these orange mesh bags, and it wasn't clicking. I was like, that's a cool backpack right there. And they just had clothes in it, and they'd go in, they change, they come out, and I was, holy cow. Well, all right, we just made an interesting stop right there. Nothing wrong with inmates, but it was I'll recruit them too. We can sell HMA. But
you did not just say that. Strike that from the record, please. Tia, delete that from the message. I do not approve of what Phil just said.
Maybe they have a spouse that's not in.
Stop talking. He took a bus, is what my point is, and never complained about it. Didn't tell me the sacrifice he had to make. That's, by the way, that's a character right there. That's a character that you're looking for. I'm not saying judge people that do that, but try to get them around people that don't do that, right? Instead of beating in them, you do this and you do that. Try to get them around people that don't speak like that, right? Andy Albright introduced me to Urban Meyer a couple years ago. It was the coolest thing. This is what he did when he had Tim Tebow on his team. He took the top 10% of his football team, the top people that showed up to the gym early and left late and studied the playbook longer. They just did everything more than everybody else. And his goal was to take that next, I think it was 40%, maybe 50% that were right there. And he wanted the 10% to hang around the 50%. Now, the bottom, I think he said 10% or 20% or whatever. He goes, nothing you can do. You ain't changing them. Leave them alone. You need them on the team. You got to be there. Leave them alone. Don't try to coach them any. Leave them alone. You got to have them. They're good players. They're back up. Let it roll. And Urban Meyer, I believe, I don't play attention to college, but I think he's won some championships.
He's pretty good.
Okay. And so I thought, man, that's cool. I'm going to take my top 10, 20% and do the best I can to get them to hang out with this group so they can see it's caught, not taught.
Exactly.
It's caught, not taught. Or what I could do is stand up in front of the room and call them idiots and morons and retards. That don't work. Get them around the people that are doing it. Get them around the people like him that don't give me the sacrifice. He didn't say, well, you know what's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to, and I got the moral high ground. And, I'm single dad, so I got to find, somewhere to take care of Jake. Someone's got to take care of my baby boy. I got to pay for diapers, and all that bull crap. He never did any of that. He just that top 10 to 20%, and I can name many people on my team. They just go, right? All right.
Well, and like what I did prior to the alliance was my doing. I accept responsibility for it. I made the decisions in life that got me to that point to where when I got here, I lost my car, didn't know if I was going to pay rent. I was in a bad financial position, but I always believed that, especially when I found you guys, I said, this is it. This is home. I remember when you called me, when our buddy gave you my number and wrote it down on the list of names, you called me. I called you back 2 weeks later. I remember when I called you back, I was parked on the side of the road and I was like, oh man. Ooh, all right. I didn't know, I knew I was going into insurance, but then when I found the team, I found the environment, I found the gratitude of the family, I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I forgot, I didn't tell anybody about my problems.
Nobody.
You didn't know. George didn't know. I was going down there to McAllen to hang out with George and Abel and Almaluna. They had no idea, right? And I always remember you saying, you don't need to tell people your problems, especially your downline, right? Until you get a victory. And then I started slowly telling you my problems. And I said, is it time to say anything? Nope, you don't have your victory yet. Is it time? No, you don't have your victory yet. And I'm just grateful to be around this place. And it can, like we all go through seasons. Like I go through seasons, you go through seasons. We're here for each other. We're not perfect in any way. I love what Karen said. You continue working on yourself and you attract the right people. I think we can just put that quote out there, Karen Chin, and blast it all across social media. Yeah. You keep working on yourself, you're going to grow the business you want to grow rather than gossiping about others and worrying about how others are doing wrong.
Yeah.
Like this week, I was in a little funk and I said, you know what? I'm going to stop worrying about what I'm doing wrong, what other people are not doing. I want to focus on the people who are doing, the people who are taking advantage of this time, because I've never seen it better. And it seems like I've been saying that for the last 5 years that I've been here. Every year something happens to where this place grows and we can go and chase our freedom. And we've never, like I've known Mike for the last 5 years. I've traveled the world with him and they're always happy, but I've never seen him this excited about being able to build his freedom. And yes, he does. If anybody, he deserves to at least vent a little bit. And I've never heard him vent about anything. It's those type of people you want in your life, right? And we always talk about gratitude, but like gratitude is an action. It's not just words. It's not just, I love you, Paul.
Thank you.
This is the greatest place, sending them, messages on social media. Gratitude is an action, right? Gratitude is growing, right? If you want to show gratitude for your team and for your upline, whoever in your life, grow as a person, grow in the business, right? Like I wrote down some examples as I was thinking, like gratitude examples. We have a guy on our team, Bubba, James Skinner, Bubba. Gratitude is him not complaining about what's going on in his life, but him driving, has it been 3 months, 2 months? He drives
3.
one way 5 hours to go lead the team dial session in a different city. Okay. Through all his chaos in life, he's showing gratitude to the team and to Paul by going out there every single Wednesday. He's out there leading the dial team.
Amen.
Building a different location. He's growing. Trina, we heard her, single mom, 15-year-old son. Like she's been through a lot of things in life. She just had a big incident happen at her house where she had a house fire. Right? She didn't sit and complain about it. She does this part-time. She works Monday through Friday, still trying to manage a single mom life and work. She shows up every Wednesday at the dial session and she's happy to be here. She's putting in the dials, right? And then she goes out on the weekends every Saturday and Sunday to run business, right? It's not sitting and complaining. Karen, we talked about her, single mom, very, very active, does this part-time. She's showing gratitude to the team by continuing to grow, continuing to develop. You see her out there leading her team, taking her team on training appointments, going to run business herself, right? Those are the people that you want to build life with, right? Those are the people you want to do this journey with. And I can't, like Trina said, this is the best decision I've ever made in my life. I've made some decisions, some bad, some good, but this is the best decision I've ever made in my life. And it just keeps getting better. As long as, like Karen said, we continue to work on ourselves. We can build a part-time army, a full-time army. This 2-leg system, so simple. It's not easy. Don't ever say it's easy. It's simple because it still takes work. It still takes determination, a vision. And I always say, we don't really do insurance here. What we're doing is building our freedom, building our future and our freedom. Like, I'll give a shout out real quick. Eric and Jen, just in the last 30, 60 days, it only takes 2 legs, but they got 4 directs and one of their directs got 6 directs.
That's massive.
Underneath Karen, she just brought on I hope I'm saying the name correctly, brought on a person named Abraham Gutman.
You said it perfectly.
Thank you. Has 6 direct people and one of those have 1 direct. Christina Ortega has 5 directs.
Dude, she's coming alive.
She is coming alive.
Good God, is she coming alive?
And all these people are calling me, said, man, I believe. I can see it happening. Tabitha's another one coming alive.
Talk about the team helping each other. Christina's going to San Antonio and hanging out with that group, and Kelly and that whole group's firing her up. Sorry.
And under Christina, Susie Cantu has 5 directs. That has 1 direct. James Blas has 4. And this is just in the last few days.
Yes.
And then under him, Ponko has 4 directs, who's an 18-year-old, just graduated high school.
18-year-old.
And then Lindar, Trina was talking about her, 18 direct people. And really that's in the last 18. 1-8 in the last 30 days.
I feel bad. I did not know this.
And it's just amazing, the belief, the vision, the dreaming that everybody's doing, everybody's saying they're going to get agency manager come October, come January. And I really believe it.
Yeah. Man, please keep going and looking for the good. Keep looking for the good in your people. Quit. If you look for the bad, you're going to have a big old crappy business. Sorry. If you're going in there and you're looking for the good, quit eliminating people in between people because they're a little different. They're not moving. This one's not moving as fast as this one. Don't talk bad about this one to this one. You're messing yourself up because this one's sitting there going, when are you going to start talking bad about me?
Exactly.
They're waiting. When you going to start talking? You talk bad about this one. Now, when you edify this one out loud to everybody, but you talk bad, when are you going to do that to me? And you're going to eliminate that one, and we're going to eliminate that one. And you keep looking down, and you're going to always have two legs. I got no depth. I mean, two in deep. You know what I'm saying? Keep them around. Again, if they're cancerous and they're spewing negativity, yes, get rid of them. But if they're going through a season, meet them where they are at their season, move on, take the pressure off them, find somebody else, find somebody else, find somebody else. Continue to build that person up that's going through that season. They will be grateful and loyal to you forever. Forever. In 2012, I quit drinking. 2013, my business was crap. Andy made a video about me. Touched my heart. I was going through a crappy season, a horrible season, losing my home. IRS finally caught up with me for all the years of drinking and not paying. Horrible time. Homeboy made a video about me. I shouldn't have been recognized for nothing. I saw Smokey's tail go by. Yeah. I shouldn't have been recognized for anything. But he recognized me. Boom, yow. You with me? Find the great in people. If I look for the bad in my wife, we will be headed to divorce. We will live in misery. But instead, I'm like, man, she's the coolest chick. And by the way, she is. No kidding. She's the coolest woman in the world. She's fun to be with. She still chases me around the house trying to hurt me. I still run from her because I'm scared of her. I want my business to be the same. I want to be able to say I got cool people on my team. I got a great group of people on my team. This organization believes we can do 2 million very quickly. We will do 2 million. I know this man right here knows he'll do 500,000 next couple of weeks. By the way, congratulations. You just had your best month of 217,000 issue paid last month. How many unique riders was that?
That's somewhere around 40.
So 40 unique riders, 217,000 issue paid. He is very clear that you're going to have, what are you going to do this month?
We'll do 300,000.
We'll do 300,000 this month. He's going EVP. He's going junior board member. He's going senior board member. And he's not the only one in the organization that believes that. Mike Williams believes that. Jeff and Kelly believe that. So many people believe that right now. So did you finish everything you want to say?
I'm done.
Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for putting up with us. Again, take the pressure off of your team. You go find new people, meet people where they're at. Keep finding 2 more. If someone wants to sit down for a little bit, let them sit down, leave them alone, go find 2 more. If you waste your energy here, a great person like Dr. Phil is going to walk by you. An amazing person like Mike Williams is going to walk by you because you're focused on this person that ain't doing nothing. Quit focusing on them. Focus on all the people that are going to be doing something. And let's build something stupid, something crazy, something that they're going to write books about. You with me? And I love it. I'm going to end with this. You attract people instead of chasing people. She said, I attract people instead of chasing people. I love that, man. I love you guys. Thank you, Andy Albright, for having us today. Thank you, everybody back in AMP Studios and everywhere in every person in North Carolina. I'm not going to start saying names. I love you. Thank you for making our business easier, simpler, better. Not easier. Thank you for making our business better and gooder. Love you guys. Go eat yours. We're getting ours.